Hello everyone and welcome back to another video where, okay, I admit I've already opened this. I got excited and I just had to. But basically, hello, Sam here. Right, so I opened it and I was both disappointed and happy because what's in here I already have. I hate it when that happens. But then I looked up the bird I have to draw today for its February. That's what I'm doing in my year-long art challenge of drawing every day. Yes, it was a stupid idea, and yes, I am regretting it, but I'm still doing it. And today we have, and I saw the bird and I thought, this will work really well, so I just have to. It's a white-browed tit warble. There you go. That's what we're doing today. It's adorable. It's like a little pom-pom of cuteness. And what we got is... if it would stop collapsing on me. Oh, we got, oh right, okay, we got extra stuff. So we got our Scrawlrbox. You get this every time with just information of how to use the thing that's in there. And then we have this, the artwork that comes in every box as well, by Katie Smith. There you go, there's all her information if you wish to check it out. It's very pretty. Yeah, I can't do that. Then we've got watercolour, so you can guess what we've got. So I'm going to do it on this rather than in my sketchbook and then stick this in my sketchbook. Then we have the present, which is not very much, but it's enough. So we've got, I love the fact that they put the sticker matching the artwork. It's so cute. And fizzy rolls. Oh, okay, they go pop in your mouth. So I'm not sure about them, but thank you. And then they do have a challenge. I may have a go at that at a later time. I'm gonna do my bird. So it's between the reef is the challenge. Oh, we got a jelly roll. Always got to have a jelly roll. And then we get a Derwent pastels. See, you see why I want to use this for the birds. Pastel paint set. With a, I won't bother using it. I don't like these. I can't control them well enough, but it's got a little travel thing. So you could just take this with you. Have a little spot of water. And yeah, you'd be very good to go. But we can have a go at this. So these are pastel watercolours to do that little bird in. And let's see how we do. Just so you know, this is all the information on what we got. We got the white Sakura white jelly roll pen, the Gold Line 300 GSM, A5 Aquapad, and the Derwent Pastel Shades Paint Pan Set. So there you go, just in case you wanted to know. Stick that over there. Right, okay. Am I going to practice first? No. Right, I want about maybe 3 birds. So they're basically pom-poms. They're pom-poms. I'm going to use this Prismacolor colour arrays in kind of this fleshy pink. Can you even see that? Vaguely. So we have one there. I've got some pictures. And then there's this big fluffy one just staring at me. I just want this big fluffy one staring at me. So he can just be there. He's like an egg. He's adorable, but just pure fluff. There's nothing but fluff here. And then there's one that looks like they're kind of stepping over stepping stones or something. So that one at the back here. So I have one about there, a big one there. We put it slightly higher. Oh, they're rubbish. They're rubbish rubbers that come with this. I'm just saying. Don't use their rubbers. I've got one that works and all the others just leave awful marks everywhere. Don't know if I rub it first and get some coating off, but anyway. Right, so that's essentially what we're going to have. So let's have this one doing the stepping stone thing. So he's kind of rotund and he's got a little head, and that is basically, he looks like a potato. Little leg, a little beak, and his eye, and he looks a bit sly. He's not sure about this big one over here. Where's the big one? I love this guy. This guy is just like perfection. So he's going to be huge. So again, head. They're potatoes, they're weebles, they're all sorts of things except little birds. Little wings and beak. So this is not to scale anymore, just because I want this big fella here. I want this big fella. I'm having this big fella. And he looks really grumpy because these bits come down here. This is like a big white hat almost. And then his eyes are here and he looks so grumpy, but so adorable. It's like when a cute thing gets grumpy, like when a puppy gets grumpy. You can't take it seriously. I assume I'm slightly smaller because his head's too big, and that seems to be the easier thing. And then this is the white bit here. That's white, this is white. And the rest of it is just orange, pink, turquoise. So we've definitely got the right colours for this. This is going to be so cute. Even with me doing it, even if I completely mess it up, it's going to be adorable. We'll just do those two actually. Him looking a bit angry and him looking even angrier. We won't bother with this one. We won't bother with this one. And then make him a little bigger maybe. Then we'll just have them sitting on the same bit, like this one. What's the word I'm looking for? Branch. So this one's maybe on one branch coming down here, and he's standing on this one's branch, and he's not happy about it. How's that? What do you reckon? Do you reckon we can do that? I think they're cuties. There we go. That is our very basic sketch, and from that we will create wonders, I'm sure. I'll just take the basics off. The idea is watercolour. These aren't watercolour pencils, but they seem to disappear nicely into the paint. Right, what do I want to do? I haven't done this for ages. Do I want to do wet on wet or dry on dry? I don't know. Let's do the birds and in the background, or the background and the birds. I don't know. How about we do the good old-fashioned whack it on and see what happens? We could do that. I got a horrible feeling there was something left on this brush, but we're just going to ignore that. And then maybe use that one again. Let's put a little bit of blue around it. Let's just use the blue. Little tip, guys, just coming from the expert. It's probably a good idea to take this bit of plastic off before you try and get to the paint. Just like that. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, I need to put that down tonight. Oh, it's going to go mad. Oh, hang on. Okay, I've redone it all because yeah. So I've put a border on and it's stuck down, so we're fine now. Just pretend that never happened. This never happened. Actually, it's dry now. I could have stuck it down in that time. Never mind. Right, okay. I'm going to do, this time I'm just going to do around the birds. That's probably more sensible. And we'll just put a smattering of blue. Let's take that off a little bit. And then I guess we'll go in with this darker blue, because this is pretty much the colour of the bird. This one, and this one. And a little bit the oranges. So we'll see how we go. I seem to be picking up the yellow, which is turning it green, which is probably not the best idea. There we go. Right, this is annoying with watercolour. We let that dry for a bit and then we have a go at the birds. Okay, it's dry, it's fine, it's absolutely fine. Right, okay, smaller brush. We'll start whacking on the colour, shall we? So let's do this little cutie first, otherwise if I do that and come over here, that would be silly. I've got my yellow covered in blue. So let's give the yellow a bit of a, I suppose I'll just block the colours out. So there's a yellow here, and then pink, and then purple, and then sort of an orangey pink. We'll see what we end up using. I think I'm going to go over the top in pencil to give it sort of the texture. I think that's what I want to do, just to, because I can never figure out how to do it with the watercolour. So we're doing sort of a base colour, and then we'll do the top in there's no, the other one is turquoise, pink and orange. Interesting. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I think this colour is the closest we can get to him. I know I can mix and match, but this is what I'm finding with this challenge, draw once a day. I think I'm doing it now, but I think I would have preferred doing once a week and then taking my time and spending each day doing it. Oh look, that kind of looks like feathers. Yeah, spending each day doing it and producing something that I like. Whereas some days it's just got to 11 o'clock and I'm thinking, oh God, I haven't done anything yet. So I've just drawn a stick person or a stick bird and it's awful. And what is the point of that? How am I going to learn from that? So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But some of them are kind of pointless days. At least I'm sitting down at my table and I'm doing something. So I don't want to say that it's pointless days. But I'm not necessarily getting any further forward in my art, in my abilities, because I'm not doing anything other than going, whoa, look, there's a bird. So I think, I don't know, it's only February, so who knows, but I think next week, that's wishful thinking, next month, no, the next one, next year, I will be doing, let's go for purple. I'll be doing maybe once a week, just making sure that I do something once a week and maybe come up with my own challenges, my own things to do, because I don't know, neither of these have been perfect for me. Some of the birds have been, another bird, some of them have been really interesting. I mean, this one's adorable. And some of them have just been, oh, okay, another bird, which I think is good to draw the same of something a few times. I think it goes a little grey, just a little tad of grey in there, just along the back. But yeah, I think it's good to make yourself do this something every day, just to get into the habit of this is what I do with my time. But I've forgotten once, so I did 2 the next day, and I'm not beating myself up about that. I literally forgot that I was supposed to do it. It wasn't like, oh, I don't feel like this. It was literally just, I forgot that I was supposed to. So yeah, that's my thoughts so far. It's only, as I say, it's only February, so we'll just have to see how it goes. But I'm not regretting doing this, but I don't know, maybe it wasn't as helpful as I was hoping it would be. There's a line of yellow along here. Let's go for it. Let's use the full whack of yellow, because it's quite a vibrant bird and I don't think I need to be scared of using the colours as is. And then purple around here. If I do this line business, does that look like feathers then? Because you've got quite pronounced feathers around here. I just want to blend this line in a bit more between the orangey colour and the yellow. I am happy enough with that, I think. I'll do the beak and everything later in just pencil. Now the next guy, he's staring right at me. We're gonna go for it with the colours. We're just gonna, yeah. So orangey, sort of these line type things. And he is equal each side, so that's something I'm no good at doing things equally. I will try. And then his little wings are pretty much the orange, so we'll just do that. Then he's got a very pronounced, because they are white, what are they called again? White browed. So this one didn't have much of a white brow, but this one definitely does. It looks like he's wearing a little wig. Maybe that's what this one's looking at, like, mate, what are you doing? Like, seriously, mate, no, just no, that's not the look. That is not the look you want. And if we use the other purple just to give it a bit more texture, I suppose. Actually goes up there a bit more, because he's only got this little bit of white here. We want that to join that. he's got like a little bib on. And then he actually does go into this purple, into this a little bit, not that much. I don't like about watercolour. You just, if you're quick enough, you can just sort of pick it back up again. And darken off the wings a little bit, because then they're going to disappear otherwise. Yeah, I think that's a bit more like it. And then I think the pink comes down a bit more, maybe a bit more of this purpley colour as well. They're not actually that different. Now I'm sticking it on there, and then it's turquoise, just pure turquoise. There you go, that's more like it, that's what we want. Pure unadulterated turquoise. And if I should bring in a bit of this green, I was going to go for the blue, but maybe a little spot of the green just to give it a bit of variance here and there. Does it look feathery? I don't want any white showing, but I don't want it just block colours or anything. Looks nothing like the picture, but I think it looks like a bird. So I'm doing okay. Oh, that was again way too much. I think there are basic colours. Do I want to go over this guy a little bit more? Because he's disappearing a little bit. I don't know if these are boys or girls. I always assume with birds, the colourful ones are boys, because generally they're the ones that have to sort of show off with their plumage or nest building, like peacocks and peahens. My knowledge of birds is limited. Right, this here actually, it's not like pure white. It's got a little tiny something to it. My dog has decided to pad over. I was sitting there waiting for him to stop, but he wasn't stopping, and now he stopped. Now he's padding back. He's come over to have a look. It's Billy. And now he's wandering back again, because it's like, no, human's not doing anything exciting. So I'm off. God, he's loud. I'm just trying to tidy up my edges now, just a little bit. Can't quite see where the eyes have gone and stuff, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm going to leave it for now, let it dry again. Okay, it's dry, honest. I know it's cheating a little bit, and it's not in the Scrawlrbox, but I'm going to use these Posca pencils, which are okay, so we'll have a go at them. Right, and we'll use this because they actually have these little white feathers coming out, so we will use this as well. It came in the pack. All right, let's see what colour matches. All right, I pulled some out because some of them are a bit dark, but I have remembered I own these whole bean artist coloured pencils. I bought these. I had to order them in. I got them off eBay, and then I can't remember what box, but one of these subscription boxes went and sent them to me, and I was like, oh well, maybe we'll use the Poscas if it comes up to have a bit darker, but I think I'll use these. I think that would be a good idea. I want to use them kind of as line art and to give a bit more oomph, I guess. A bit more feathery and textury and all of that business. I think this will look okay, just kind of like, I'm going to put a ton of lines on them. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to try to do. Actually, this bit here has got a bit more purple in than I managed to get in. So we'll try and change that with the pencils. I don't want it to look hairy, you know? I want it to look feathery is the idea. I wonder if one of the pinks will go on top of that. Kind of. Okay, so we can merge the colours into each other a bit better than I have. Again, I don't know if this is cheating, because I think, well, normally, do you know what? I bought this, I can do what I want, and you can do what you want with yours. But I guess the idea is to try and make art with what you get in the box and try and use it all. And shouldn't put that line there. We'll move it in. We'll move it in with the rest of it. It's a bit more fluffy. See, happy accidents, isn't that it? But yeah, that's the idea. But really what I'm doing is the feathery thing. What is it? White-browed tip warbler. Say that too quick. I would say the Poscas, let's try this one, are more, I'm going to use the word buttery, more pigmented, whatever word I'm looking for. But I think buttery is a good word. I'm trying to give it an overall, because all these little white bits, and I guess using this as a blender more than anything, because it's so light. But I don't know if I'm doing too much. I think I'm just kind of going over it now. I don't know if anything I'm doing is making much of a difference, but I think that's kind of what I wanted. Am I just going completely over the paint now? Should I have just done pencil? I think it's all right. I think I'm better with coloured pencils than anything else at the moment, which is weird, but there you go. If I go over it again with the paint. So because these pencils aren't watercolour, I can put the watercolour over the top just to sort of dull down the lines a little bit, but it doesn't move the pencil around. So that's what I've done. I like him. He's a cutie. The eyes are black with a little ring of pinky yellow around them. So let's try that. I'm actually going to have a go at this brown Posca pencil. They don't have names, so it's that colour instead of pure black. I want him sort of looking angrily at this other bird. I don't know what's going on with them, but they've got beef. And then we can use our jelly roll to give it a little bit of colour, a little zhuzh in the middle. I think another thing with doing this so regularly, like every day, I skip over details, and I think that really is, let's use this for the beak as well, sort of holding me up with this. Not exactly good at this stuff. I mean, it looks like a bird, but you know, the idea is to get better. That's what I was wanting to do. And I just need to spend more time on the details. So I think next month I will try and, it's a learning curve really. We're learning. Let's learn together. But I'll try and set out so I'd have at least one, and look, because I don't really look at them in advance, but look at them in advance and pick which one and on which days I can really sit down and have at least one a week where I've really gone for it and I've really tried to do something good, to do something, you know, I can be proud of. Sort of pastel grey colour, which is interesting. I'll just fill in the gaps. Again, the lines will stay of the pencil because this isn't watercolour pencil, but it just sort of dulls it down and fills in the middly white bits, and I think that's okay. I think so. I just want a little touching of yellow in there. If I use this to go over that, because there's no like sharp line, and then it's a bit more part of everything else rather than just a complete shock of yellow. Right, so I lost his little so oops, that I can go over that. I can go over that. That's fine. So he's standing on one branch that's coming out like this, and on the other guy's branch, that's why he's angry. He's just like starting to touch it with his foot. So if we do like that, and then we'll have to go over the blue as well. And I got kind of olive coloured feet. I kind of want to use this colour. Again, I should probably do this properly. But, oh, what time is it? It's 9:30. I want to go to bed at some stage. They're kind of like ribbed. And bits of yellow in there as well. So go over it with the yellow. That's the kind of colour I want. Yeah. That's how it is in the picture, but that looks a bit weird. So I think I will put his little toes in. Yes, I did use the wrong colour there, didn't I? Never mind. It's fine. He's in shadow, so it's a bit darker. And then if I use this green, what colour are these? This one is artichoke. So you've got lemon peach, coral pink, pink flamingo, orchid pink, lavender, cornflower blue, turquoise, mint, artichoke, storm grey and silver blue, just in case you wanted to know. There we go, one bird done. Just got to finish the other one now. I'm doing a nice starburst look from his face, and then I've lost it again in the other paint, but it sort of comes around like this and down there. So, and then his eyes are in here. It's white, but like creamy and little bits of shadow in there, and that's what I'm attempting to do. And then this bit is more white. So there's the whitey brow bit, and then his beak is actually darker. So we'll go with the brown again. I want it to look realistic, but I kind of want him to be looking over there. So this isn't quite the way his eyes go, but it's how I'm gonna do them. So he's sort of looking at him, and that's not realistic because all of this is coloured in, but that's what you're getting. Then his beak, it is a little grey, so we'll use this in the middle bit and try and make it look like it's, I don't know, poking towards us is the look I want, because it's like, you know, boop. That's the trouble with drawing things face on. How do you get depth? Just fill in this little gap here, because that is where the feathers go up to. Actually look like he's squinting a bit in that eye, which for the purposes of looking slyly at that one, that's okay, I can handle that. There we go. Right, we'll do the same with the pencils and give it a bit of texture like with that one. Again, I'll go over it with the pastel, the artichoke colour. There we go. Right, let's do the branch. So it's not really a brown colour. Do I want to use maybe just pencil so it's slightly different? Gives it a bit more texture. When in doubt, look for texture. And how about I go over it in the peach, just to give it a bit of something. It's the closest in this that we've got, I think, to brown. Oh, that works all right, actually. Right, okay. I think just use a bit of this on the feathers. It's not working very well. Jelly rolls are brilliant when they work, but they're very touch and go. This is not the look I was going for. You've got quite big white feathers, so not quite. Why is this not working? Try a different one. Yeah, it's dry. I mean, that might stop it, but I don't know why it's not working very well. Oh, I think that's fine. Okay, I'm just faffing about with it now. Okay, we're gonna pull the tape off. Everyone enjoys that, don't they? Oh, not bad. Not bad. That's pretty straight, and I'm happy with that one. Again, another straight one. Oh, okay, three. What about this one? Oh, a little bit there, but I think we can ignore that. And this here, where I got a bit too vigorous with my rubbing out, but let's ignore that. What do you think? This has got a bit, it's fine. I mean, they're birds. I think they're okay. I quite like them. I think they're quite cute, and they're definitely, this one's up to something. It's like something's going to happen. There's beef. They may be adorable and little fluffy baubles of cuteness, but there's beef there. Oh yes, but anyway, I am leaving it there. Oh, it's 10 o'clock, I want to go to bed. Might watch the telly for a bit. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, please like and please subscribe. It would be awesome of you. And you can come along with me throughout my year of drawing every day. And we're only in February. But anyway, thank you very much. Bye.